Hello. One of my favorite K-beauty brands, Roman, came with a new collection with a clothing brand called Moon Knight, I believe. When cute collections come out, the makeup fiend in me, she jumps out. I ordered her online. There was so many like different sets and like bangs and baubles that came with the thing, but I don't know, I just ordered each individual item separately. There was like a special like cassette tape version that had a few of the products in there, but I wanted everything, so I ordered everything separately, and also it was sold out anyway, so no luck in that. She comes with these really cute stickers. This is women's clothing brand, but this is their little mascot, little teddy bear. But they did send like this cute little charm that you can put on your tint, so that's really sweet. Now, the thing with Roman is that a lot of their products are kind of just repackaged versions of things, the colors and stuff they already have. And then it'll be like one or two items that are like brand new to the collection. Most of it is really just like the packaging. There's 3 eyeshadow palettes, but one of them is new. 3 of the Glasting Water tints, which if you haven't tried are a beautiful formula. One thing that is new that I'm obsessed with, which I feel like I should have gotten 2 because I feel like it's so awkward to use this, is the special edition Glasting Water Gloss. But this one has like a kind of like, not my face, there's like a gradient of color, which of course when you are using it, you're gonna get rid of that. But 3 better than cheats. Some of my favorite blushes. If you haven't tried them, the formula is really good. Are these new colors? I don't know. Fairy powder, we'll see. And then the cushion, which is not a new formula, it's their Zero Cushion. It's just the packaging is unique to this collection. That is so cute. The puff is kind of like, you know, those like really, really velvety feeling puffs that can you see this? Really soft and velvety, which I guess goes hand in hand with the formula. Their Zero line is supposed to be kind of like matte Zero because it's like super lightweight, undetectable, but it's one of their popular items. So, oh, and also all their products come with these stickers that you can write the date that you opened it on and stick it on there if you are conscious about that. I have the shade number 23, beige. So what I do is I dip in a little bit. These, whenever you have a new cushion, you always end up using a lot, so kind of just like lightly tap in there. And then I tend to rub it into the cap just to make sure it's all in there, not just sitting on like the surface, but it actually goes in the puff. I've been to just not wearing that much makeup these days. I feel kind of like, whenever I put more than 1 layer foundation on and I have to put a mask on, I feel like disgusting, but I can't do anything about it because I'm a beauty guru. Oh, 이 폼 되게 좋다. It really does feel like nothing, but you can see it's like evening up my skin tone. But oh my god, I swear to god, my beard will be the fucking death of me. It's gotten so much worse as I've gotten older. Like the level of like grayness around my mouth. You know what really pisses me off is when my one makeup tutorial for the that one ATEEZ makeup tutorial I did. Oh my god. Especially because the foundation I used in that video isn't like the most full coverage. So all you see is just like my beard, and it's like, it looks so gross. Like it throws off the whole look. But lately, even if I color correct, it's still, she still wants to stay for the party. Like she doesn't want to leave. The cushion is really nice. I was a little, I mean, the thing is, if you put a lot of skincare on, even if you have like a matte cushion or a matte foundation, if you kind of use skincare that's really glossy or like really dewy or really moist, like it's supposed to be matte, but it's not matte. You can see there's still like a natural kind of like sheen to it. It's not dewy or anything, but I guess just because of the skincare I used, I just hope so, like it's gonna be there whether I like it or not. But that is really nice. I like that. You wanna get a good up close shot? I think it covered my pores beautifully. Like they didn't sit in there or anything. It looks really smooth. I guess the only thing that you have to worry about with these kinds of cushions sometimes is that because they're thin, sometimes they can run into or like sit in fine lines. When I apply cushion, same way I apply liquid foundation, just in the V part of the face, going in. Never. Oh, okay, I put too much. I kind of wipe it on my hand or my wrist. If I end up putting too much, I kind of just wipe it But yeah, the reason why I kind of just put it in the center in like the V is because one, that's where the most coverage, you need the most coverage. Usually a lot of the redness or like spots you get will be in the center of your face. Of course, there are people that have like acne on their jaw lines and stuff, in which case you might have to put foundation there. Or if you want to be really extra, you can put like use a darker concealer here or foundation if you want. One of the good points about putting your foundation just here is that wherever you put foundation, light tends to hit that part because it's kind of like even in color, so it reflects light really well. If you're only putting coverage here, the light is kind of centered on your face, so your face kind of has that slimming effect. If you put foundation all the way here, especially if it's too light, then your face will look bloated and it will just look all like your head's floating above on top of your neck. So a lot of people will take their foundation all the way like down their neck because they say like, oh, don't stop here because you get the line of demarcation. So they end up putting it on their neck because they don't want like that difference. But then you have foundation on your neck, and I hate putting foundation on my neck. So instead of stopping your jawline or your neck, why not just stop here? You know what I mean? Now I think that because this is a new cushion, I did kind of put more than I would have wanted. Like, don't get me wrong, the coverage looks really beautiful, but a lot of times with new foundations, because they're new, you kind of get a lot on the puff, especially if you don't like control the amount. And so as you use it, and whenever you dip, you get less and less foundation on the puff. It doesn't act the same way. You know, this is technically one layer, I guess, but as you run out of the cushion, you might end up having to put more. But this is one decent layer, and so far it looks beautiful. But I can feel like if I don't, kind of looks like I have foundation on my skin though. It's not bad, it's not terrible, but it's doing a thing to my forehead where I can tell it's gonna like crease because I have a very heavy forehead line. But let's leave it alone for now. We'll see how when it melts into the skin. Lately I've been into doing just blush first, so why not do blush first? Let me open all the packaging first. All right, so here are the Better Than Cheek powders. Their line of blushes, and I think these are all new because the numbers are 1, 2, 3, and usually, like I said earlier, when they come out with these special collections, they'll just pick colors that already exist, so then the numbers won't be in order. It'll be like 3, 6, or 8 or whatever because they chose those colors for that collection. But because this is a 1, 2, 3, I think they're new, and also because the naming is different. It's like Sleep Powder and Dream Powder and Fairy Powder. Usually their blushes are named after like fruit. So here's the 3. I don't know if you can see them well because I have 2 lights right next to me, so they're really bright. See, these are the benefits of reading the actual descriptions of these makeup items instead of just going in like without knowing anything. Oh, I forgot to say the price of these things. The cheeks, right now on the website, at least the Korean website, they're at 8,400 won, which is like $7. So these are like, even the original price, like 12,000, I think it's such a good price. That's around like $10, $11. 튀는 듯 튀지 않게 유니크한 pastel neon. So they're like pastel neon colors. 어떤 톤에도 자연스럽게 스며드는 MCBB. Whatever tone you are, like natural, my cheeks but better. 피부 연출은 매끈하게 지워주는 blur blush. The formula is supposed to be like really blurring. I should probably put, because I'm kind of like shining right now. A bit of glow, so I think like it would make more sense for me to powder my face. But I tend to put powder color, like shading and like blush color on to non-powdered skin because I feel like the color shows up better. Number 1 Dream Powder is supposed to be a kind of natural cheek color, a very soft nude color. Soft nude color. I guess it's supposed to go with whatever color makeup you're going for, or even for like natural days, you can put it all over your face basically. Number 2, Fairy Powder, a rose mood that's not like heavy. So like, I guess a soft, dry rose color. And then number 3, which as far as up to this point, none of them are neon colors, which is what they were saying. And also I think I got the name of the brand wrong. I think it's called Neon Moon, not Moon Night. Number 3, Sleep Powder, they describe as 봄, 여름, 겨울 톤이 쓸 수 있는. So spring, summer, and winter tones, as in like personal color. Not me, I'm fall. Color that they can use. Spectrum 넓은 bubblegum pink. So wide spectrum bubblegum pink. So clearly this, I mean, if you know me, clearly this is not my color. When I did have pink hair, I would totally use colors like this because I felt like because the pink allowed me to do that. But if I'm being honest, this is probably the color I go for, the Malin Changmi. I love colors like this, but lately I've noticed on camera and stuff, whenever I use colors like this, it makes my blush look super orange, and I don't know what to do with that is. It might be the way I edit my pictures, but who knows? You know what? Actually, swatching them on my hand now like this, I guess I can see where the neon comes in. Oh my god, you really cannot see that. Is that... How do I show it? Is that a better... right there? I feel like that's a better representation. I love Roman cheek products, so I mean, I'm not gonna complain about these, but I will say they are quite lighter. I guess it's supposed to go with like the kind of vibes of the clothing brand that they collaborated with. They're kind of like really soft, like fairy-like. So I'm not gonna shit on them for that, but the colors are quite light. I'm gonna use number 2, Fairy Powder. Oh lord, do you see that? How it's like shine and then matte. I don't know. I guess blush is supposed to be natural. I tend to go too heavy with blush sometimes, just because I want that kind of look. Actually, no, even if I want a natural look, I still end up putting too much blush. So I guess this is not bad because it will prevent me from going overboard. It's still a really cute color though. It's really soft, which is the whole point, I guess. You can see it's a really soft, fine powder, but it gives you that HD finish, so I can kind of understand. I think I do need to set my face though, because I think it makes no sense for my, like literally wherever my blush is to be like matte and the rest just to be shiny. It looks really funny. So I'm just gonna use the Chongzhenmur. Skin Neuter Packed in Clear Light. This is the lightest powder ever. Like, the thing is, this doesn't really control oil that well. It's just to take down the shine. So it's good for like powdering throughout the day, but I actually powder twice. Once with this just to mattify the skin overall, and then I use like a pore powder, which I didn't bring with me today at home. I'm at my 작업실 right now, my work office, I guess. That did a not too bad job at covering my beard though and my dark circles. I brought my concealers with me, but I forgot to put them on, but it doesn't look that bad. So hopefully you get a better idea of the blush. Super light, but that's my style. Sometimes. We all know that when you see me in videos, all you ever fucking see is just my blush. Alright, so I've got the 3 eyeshadow palettes. 2 of them, again, are ones that they already have, but if you didn't have them before, you get special packaging in this collection. Luckily, I don't have these ones, so number 1, Maybelline Mango Tulip, Dry Mango Tulip. Kind of looks more like a, I guess like a dry rose with a little bit of like a yellow orangey undertone. So I think good for people like me that are of the fall, autumn, mute personal color. Then this one is really, I cannot wear this. W1 Maybelline Lavender, so dry lavender. And as you can see, really great for people maybe with winter or just any cool tones, basically. Now this one is the new one, and I'm a little bit confused by how I'm supposed to use this, because they're all literally, like 3 of them are just glitters. Not glitter, but like shimmers. They're different types, but this is number 4, Maybelline Tarmachigot, whatever that means. Dry Evening Primrose. So this shade in the corner here is supposed to be a hard glow jelly type. This one is a glitter bomb type. The red one in the corner is a mousse glam fit type, and this one is just a matte pearl shadow. I believe this one is a formula that's in all of their palettes. This kind of real, I love this formula. It's a super sheer, I guess you can call it topper shade. Right here, oh my god, that's so pretty. Oh my god, Roman makes the best like topper shades, I guess. They just look so, like if you have a matte eye, you just want shimmer right in the middle without making it heavy. Sometimes putting glitters and jelly glitters and shimmers and all that can make the eye feel heavy, and like especially if you have hooded lids like me, when you open your eyes, you can feel it and it gets everywhere. But these are really, it feels super thin, like it's not even there. This one is that jelly, oh you can feel it. Oh lord, I like dug my finger in there. I think this would be really pretty as a kind of right here on the aiguisar, but you would have to put like really like only get it like right on your like on the edge, kind of swatch on the edge, so you get a sharp line and kind of pattern there, because that's thick. That's real thick. It really does have like a balmy texture to it though. Next is the Mousse Glam Fit. Ah. It's like a cross between these two, basically. It's like a mix of like red, it's like a reddish pink with like an orange undertone. Normally I would put colors like this on the outer corner, but because it's a heavy shimmer, I don't know. And this one, I feel like a lot of palettes have this kind of color where it's like a brown, but it has like this, which I'm not a big fan of it, but you don't really see it at the end of the day. This like really kind of ugly, like warm yellow, gold, green shimmer to it. And this, you guys know, I would just use this as an eyeliner. But actually no, it's has a bit of like a pinky red, like a pinky undertone to actually no. The matte itself is like a pinky brown, but with the shimmer, it almost looks like it has a green shift to it. I don't know. But you know what? Seeing the colors together like this, it kind of looks like it would make a really pretty eye. Let's try it on the eyes. I don't know how I'm gonna apply it though because I feel like using my brush will really not work well because they're all shimmers. Oh god, see you can see it's like not even really getting on the brush. Colors like this, honestly, this whole palette in general to me feels like a extra palette, like a topper palette, like something you would use on top of other eyeshadows. But we'll see. Hold on, I have to change my battery because my battery's gonna die. You know, I think I don't want to keep using a brush because I honestly feel like fingers would work better with this. At this point, if I keep trying to use a brush, I'm just gonna struggle. And with shimmers, something I've been struggling with a lot lately is shimmer falling on my cheek, and I hate that. I should just do my eye makeup first and then my base, but I forget because I'm so used to just starting with my base. Actually, no, this was not going out too bad. It's not too bad. The idea of like all shimmer eyeshadows for some people is like a nightmare, which I totally understand, especially if you have rather wrinkly eyelids. I don't think it's like the cutest look. Of course, it's you do you. Sometimes shimmer can just make that look worse. I think it looks beautiful on people with monolids because the eyelid area is more flat. Okay, you know what? This actually isn't too bad. I was worried it would fall all over my cheeks, but she's not doing that so far. So that's good news. I forgot to say, one of the reasons I love Rome and formulas, these like shimmery formulas, specifically this one in the corner right here, it really gives you like a wet eyelid look without it being like, because I mean it's shimmer, it's not like you're putting an actual gloss on your lid, but if you kind of especially just put it in the center, from far away, your eyes really do have that kind of like wet look, and I enjoy that about that formula. You know, I actually had a pretty good experience applying that on my lid with a brush, so I'm going to continue that by using a smaller brush with that color. Just lightly on the lower lid, just to pull out the redness of my eyes, because I guess that's what I want to do. I like that. No, I actually really like that. Now, it's a wrap to kind of add a little bit of like contrast, I guess. I'll use, I kind of want to use all the colors in the palette. I don't think you have to use all of them. Just that alone, because it's so shimmery, it's already pretty extra dimensional itself. So liner, lashes, you're good. But I want to try to use all the colors. I'm going to dip into the Balm. Oh Lord. If you tap, nothing comes out. You kind of have to rub your finger in there. I'll use this because it's a little bit more cool tone than the red. We'll see how it looks here. Can you even fucking see that? You can barely see that, but from what I can see, it's a very subtle change. Maybe you can see it right here, but it adds a little bit of warmth to the center without taking too much of the first color away. So while you could use this definitely on its own and have really high impact like gold glitter, I think it looks really pretty this way where it's kind of just like a hint of gold in the center. Remember y'all, I am not a makeup artist, so I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just a regular old Joe. When my video with Secret Number went up, there are actually a lot of people that were doing video reactions to it for Secret Number, of course. But a few of those people that happen to do those reactions are actually subscribers of mine. So some of them will describe me as a makeup artist, and I'm like, no, sweetie, that's not me. I'm literally just a makeup enthusiast. I kind of do want to try it on my Egosara. I feel like I'm kind of over the whole like super glittery, shimmery Egosara thing, but I still want to try it. Oh Lord, no. Oh Lord. The dangers. I mean, you can barely see a difference. I don't know. The kind of danger of this type of eyeshadow is that it can look chunky real quick. And if you have like a crepey under eye like me, that's not the look. Oh Lord, do you see this? It's kind of hard to control the amount you get on your finger. Please focus right here. I put way too much. And see, if I tried to pat it on my lid, it would just be a chunky mess like that. And not even at all. Oh, I don't know. Abort mission. Okay. This side's not too bad, but this side I can literally see it from my eye. Like the glitter just like sticking out. What you can do if you do get glitter that you don't want in places is use a screw brush and take it off that way. It's really sweet. I like that. I probably would have used a primer though because it's starting to crease on my lids. Like I can feel like it's gonna crease because it almost has like a bit of moisture to it. I mean, I already have so much shimmer on my lids, but I guess we'll use this, I suppose. If I was doing someone's makeup with that had mono lids and I was using this palette on them, I would use this kind of above, like right here. On me, you can't even see it because when I open my eyes, it like disappears. This is more of like the base is kind of like a beige shade, but the actual shimmers are like silver. Oh, so I like that this palette is like a mix of both cool and warm colors. I like that. I'm gonna put some on the inner corner, but not too much. Just like under here, I'm kind of over the super shimmery, glittery, like inner corner as well. So literally right where the light would hit, just right here. Can you see that? No? Okay. Yeah, that is way too much. It's so much shimmer. Ugh. Actually, I think that's a good thing. I need to, oh my god, my skin starting to get shiny again. It's these lights. If I have this much shimmer on my eyes, I mean, unless you're going for like a really glossy wet look, I think a matte skin would kind of suit it better. That way there's balance and it's not looking too shiny. And then last but not least, I'm gonna use the brown in there as liner because that's, for me, sweetie, if you are a brown eyeshadow in a palette, that's all I'm gonna use you for, a liner, because I do not do dramatic eye makeup, so. I do think it's great though that it's a more soft brown, because there's so many like soft shimmery colors in this palette. If you all of a sudden have like a really dark, like black or brown like eyeshadow in there, I feel like it would contrast the look too much. I mean, unless you plan on wearing like eyeliner with this, but I feel like just using this brown eyeshadow as a liner kind of complements the look. And because it's also shimmery as well, it kind of goes with everything. It's not just like a suddenly matte eyeliner. I really like that. So along the journey, there were a few not ups and downs, but just like uncertainties. But I think the look, oh shit. I just tried to wipe off that bomb glitter with a wet wipe and she is staying. The other ones kind of just come off easily, just kind of stained a little bit. But I mean, it's not like you're rubbing your eyes with a wet tissue unless you're trying to take your eye makeup off, in which I hope you're not using wet wipes to take off your makeup. Now, for probably one of my favorite items in the whole collection and from this brand in general is the Glasting Water Tints. And in this collection, there's 4. There's one new shade called Soft Pool, this pink one. Why did I even show you the packaging? They all look the same. I do like though that this is a very small detail, but they write the name of the color right on the side. So it makes it easier, I guess, to identify because they all kind of, the original lineup, each packaging is its own color, but with this one, I mean, it's hard to tell, but anyway. These 3 were originally there, but this is the new Soft Pool one. We have number 2, Red Drop, number 4, Vintage Ocean, Rose Splash number 5, and again, number 9, Soft Pool. The Lasting Water tint formula is kind of like, because they have the Juicy Lasting tint, and I think the main difference is that this one is way more glossy because the name Lasting Water tint, it gives you like, almost like glass-like finish. I'm going to show you number 9 because, I mean, it's part of this collection, so why not? I love the way this makes my lips look. The only reason I don't really use these much these days is because I have to wear a mask every day and it's gonna get on your mask because of the formula. Well, I just think it's such a pretty... Oh, this is not my shade. Oh, Lord. It almost has a bit, almost not a sticky texture, but it has thickness to it, which is really nice. That's the thing about also the Juicy Lasting tint is that because of that almost thick, juicy texture, it lasts longer on the lips. One thing though I noticed about these Lasting Water tints though is that they don't really match the pack. Not this one because this is a special collection version, but the packaging doesn't really represent the color inside very well because they kind of look a little bit different sometimes. Oh my god, it looks fucking crazy. It looks a little bit different on camera. It looks a little bit deeper. But see, on me, because the swatch here and how it looks on my lips are kind of different, I think it has to do with the fact that my lips are really red, so that could be one thing. And also, the wipe test. She's the one I learned from that when you have a tint and when you wipe it off, the color, the stain that's left behind should be the color of when you first apply. And with this, that is the case. The Lasting Water gloss. And I really need a good shot of this because I'm gonna ruin it in like 5 seconds. Just for the occasion, let's attach the little charm. That's cute. You can attach to your bag if you want. Now the Lasting Water tint, I only have one of the other ones. It was like a special edition version as well. It's got a cooling effect. And the thing I like the most about it is the way, I mean, even the Lasting tint itself really smooths out your lips and gives you that plump effect, but this really gives you that plump effect. The thing that it reminds me a lot of is like, you know, people that draw like pictures of their favorite idols, like fan art, but they're like really good at it and they always make the lips look super like watery and glossy, like you just had they had a glass of water. It's that kind of effect, and I need you to see this up close. There are 3 colors in there, but I really don't think you're gonna be able to tell the difference. It's not supposed to have any pigment, it's more like a sheer formula, and it has little shimmers, which I don't even really think you can really notice. Oh shit! Oh my god, I was fucking covering it. Yes. Here I have a lot of lines. Oh my lord. 잠깐만. Bitch. It has like a little bit of like a minty feeling, but also I can kind of like smell it. Very, very faint and light, so it's not like gonna cause you a headache or anything. Oh my god, my 잠깐만, hold on. Okay, I kind of took that off and I put a little bit of kind of foundation around my lip line just to tone it down, make it more of like a lip gradient. One thing I want to quickly mention about the lip gloss, the applicator itself, which I think other brands need to follow suit because this is ingenious. A kind of like silicone tip paddle applicator. It's really actually quite flimsy, and if you're gonna be using gloss, especially on top of other things, especially on top of like maybe like a creamy lipstick or like these, you can apply the lip gloss and then wipe the applicator off with a tissue and you'll be fine, because most lip glosses will have like a kind of like fuzzy or like a spongy kind of applicator which can stain when you put on top of a lip color you already have. So I think the fact that it's like that is okay. She's smart. The gloss kind of, when you apply it and then you let it sit for a few seconds, it kind of like smooths out. That's why I love the effect that the Lasting Water gloss gives, because it smooths everything out, no matter how nasty looking everything looks underneath, or how liney or wrinkly it is, it just smooths everything in. I think it's better, yeah, I think it's better that the skin is more on the matte side, because this is a lot of shimmering gloss going on. I was gonna wear pajamas just to kind of go with like the theme of everything, but yeah, I don't know, I was too lazy. So final thoughts, if you ask me what products would you say are like definite pickups, the gloss, definitely. The, even if it's not these ones, I would definitely check out the Lasting Water tints because the formula is just really, really nice. all the colors I feel like are really wearable. She's known for making really great colors, so that's definitely something I would check out. The eyeshadow palettes, this one I didn't try it on camera, but I already really like it. And if you are the type of person that likes to make your cheeks or your lips the point, I feel like things like palettes like this are really nice. You can get the definition on your eyes, but you don't have to worry about looking too much. The actual new palette in this collection, I think the eye makeup ended up looking really nice. I don't know, it was rather unique. This was rather left field for me from this brand at least. So I actually think this would be a really cute look for people that are into like girl group idol makeup. It comes off very girl group idol to me for some reason. Especially these days, they love the shimmer and glitter everywhere. So yeah, I mean, there's a lavender. I didn't try this one camera, but I definitely cannot pull this one off. If you are cool toned, that would look really cute on you. The cushion, this is not a unique item to the collection. This formula has already been out, but I've tried it and so far it didn't do what I thought it was gonna do. It didn't really crease. I did powder it as soon as I applied it, but I do like how it still looks really natural. Usually when I'm filming, for some reason, my skin like heats up, I guess, and it makes foundation look really weird, but it didn't do that, and so it's looking really natural, and I didn't have to use concealer, so that's an A+, but we'll see, because for what all we know, by tomorrow if I try it again, it's gonna not look like this, but yeah, when I'm filming, it's a whole different setup, so my skin kind of reacts differently. Oh, the cheek stuff. I've always been a fan of the cheek colors. I use them almost every day. These colors though, I think if you love a soft look, or if you just, actually no, that's it, if you just want a soft look. These were not, like the one I tried at least, it wasn't very intense, which is probably a good thing for me, because I do like a bit of color on the cheeks, so I think I'm definitely gonna reach for that more. The pink one, I can already tell I'm not gonna like this one. This looks so different on camera, because it's so bright. There. It's probably that. Yeah, it's too bubblegum pink for me. If I had pink hair, so I would definitely use it, but there's the look. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you in the next video, because this one is fucking long. So, bye. 안녕.